Hello。好，现在是7点55分了，快要接近8点了。在座的大家有没有把你的手机调为震动或者关机？请大家合作一下哈。请注意一下你们的手机有没有调为震动或者关机。等一下师尊莅临时，我们也要起身问候师尊好、师母好以及大家好。师尊好，师母好。师尊顶礼坛城做大礼拜。请大家恭敬合掌。 恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。
We just welcome our lineage guru, the founder of Two Buddha School, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng, to enter into the temple hall. And His Holiness and his disciples just paid homage to the three jewels of the altar. And now we are inviting everybody to please take the seats.
依照雷藏寺往常的惯例，请第一次来或很久没有来参加同修的同门，请站起来自我介绍。您的法号和来自的国家请到场。我们先从龙边开始。
Who is here for the very first time or have not been here for a very long time, to please stand up and introduce yourself. You may say your name and where you came from.
师尊早，师母好，我是莲花平安从新加坡来的。
欢迎您，新加坡，欢迎。
师尊好，师母好，我是莲花慧娟，从新加坡来的，
欢迎您。
From Singapore.
师尊好，师母好，我是凯翔，莲花凯翔，从新加坡来的。
欢迎你们哦。还有要自我介绍的吗？龙边。请站起来，前面把麦克风传到前面，先站起来。
师尊好，师母好，上师好，法师好，师兄师姐好，大家好，我是来自中国大陆广东省广州市王肇溪，我的法名叫莲花净身领发尊山，谢谢。
欢迎您哦，我介绍得很清楚啊。还有要自我介绍的吗？
Anybody else? Please stand up.
如果龙边没有，
师尊好，师母好，各位上师法师同们好，阙慧玲仅代表我姐姐台北市议员阙美莎，来祝福那个师尊圣尊莲生佛佛，圣诞快乐，还有这佛中会务喜乐，谢谢。
Representing the council person Chenrezig
龙边没有的话，要传到虎边了。 虎边有要自我介绍的吗？
Happy birthday and
很客气啊，其实站起来，站起来。
师尊好，师母好，弟子是莲花文俊，来自香港。
香港来的，欢迎你们。还有要自我介绍的吗？ 让我们再次以热烈的掌声欢迎世界各地的众上师、众师、法师同们上进大德来护持同修。
Masters, venerables, and all disciples. The group practice today is Kuan Yin Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Clap twice and snap your fingers to awaken the deities. Visualize Buddha Lokana, Vairocana Buddha, Buddha Lokana, Amitabha Buddha, Padmakumara, living Buddha Linshu. Visualize Grandmasters and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas radiating like the blessed recite the Guru mantra 7 times.
Om Guru Nian Seng Siddhi Hom. 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 念清净咒及安住地真言。Om 修利修利玛哈修利修修利娑哈。Om 修多利修多利修摩利修摩利娑哈。Om 瓦达拉丹呵呵吽。南无萨曼多摩多兰 Om 多罗多罗德维娑哈。念招请咒。Om 啊吽娑哈。Om 啊吽娑哈。 嗡啊吽梭哈。众弟子一心奉
We
行。
sincerely
南无
invoke
宏观圣冕金
the
刚
Holy
上
Red
师
Crown
莲
Vajra
生活
Master, His
佛。
Holiness
南
Living
无
Buddha
宏观
Lian
圣
Shan.
冕金刚
The
上
Holy
师
Red Crown
莲
Vajra
生活
Master,
佛。
His Holiness
南无
Living
宏
Buddha
观
Lian
圣
Shan.
冕金刚上师
The
莲
Holy
生
Red
活
Crown
佛。
Vajra Master,
同
His
修
Holiness
主
Living
尊，
Buddha Lian
南
Shan.
无观世
The
音
main
菩
deity
萨。
of the group
同修
practice,
主
Namo
尊，南
Avalokitesvara
无观世
Bodhisattva.
音菩
The
萨。
main deity of the
同
group
修主
practice,
尊，南无观
Avalokitesvara
世音菩
Bodhisattva.
萨。
The
南
main
无
deity of
中
the group
央毗
practice
卢
today,
遮那
Namo
佛。
Avalokitesvara
南无东
Bodhisattva.
方阿弥
Namo
陀佛。
Vairocana
南
Buddha
无
at the
西方
center,
阿
Namo
弥陀
Akshobha
佛。
Buddha to the
南
east,
无
Namo
南方
Amitabha
宝
Buddha
生
to the
佛。
west,
南无
Namo
北方
Ratnasambhava
不空
Buddha
成
to
就
the
佛。
south, Namo
南无
Amagasiti
本
Buddha
师
to
释
the
迦
north,
牟尼
Namo
佛。南
Sakyamuni
无药
Buddha,
师佛。南无无极
Namo
药师
Medicine
毗卢
Buddha,
大天尊。
Namo
南无
Buddha
地
Mother
藏
of the
王菩
primordial
萨。
Jetpan,
南无
Namo
莲
Siddhigarbha
花种子。
Bodhisattva,
南
Namo
无文
Padma
殊师利
Kumara,
菩萨。
Namo
南无
Manjushri
弥勒菩
Bodhisattva,
萨。
Namo
南
Maitreya
无金刚
Bodhisattva,
萨
Namo
埵。
Vajra
南无莲
Sattva,
华生
Namo
大
Guru
士。
Padma
南无
Sambhava,
准提佛
Namo
母。
Mahajundi
金刚
Buddha
护
Mother,
法
all
空行
Herukas,
诸天神
Dhammapalas,
咒。
Dakinis, and
十方三
divinities,
世一
all
切
Buddhas
佛。
of the
一
three
切
times in
菩
the
萨
ten
摩诃
directions, all
萨。南
Bodhisattvas
无
and
摩诃
Mahasattvas,
般
Namo
若波罗
Mahaprajna
蜜多。
Paramita.
做观想大
Great
拜
homage
礼拜
using
正
visualization.
上师体诸佛。
First to root Guru and all
观
Buddhas.
想比例。
Visualize with
为
position on the ground, release the
二
mudra.
拜诸菩萨。
Second to all Bodhisattvas.
啊观想比例。
Visualize with position on the ground, release the
三
mudra.
拜诸菩萨。
Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors.
吽观想
Visualize with position on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth Hepa.
一起手。大曼达供养。
Great mandala offering, form the offering
观想
mudra.
复辟。变化
Visualize the
无量
transformations of the
无边
offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole space.
三供根本传承上师，历代
Make the offering above to the lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, the main deity of the group practice tonight, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings.
念供养赞。
Recite the offering verse and mantra.
须弥四周
One
地
Meru,
日
four
夜
continents,
化
and
诸
sun and
珍
moon
宝
transform into
供养
precious
佛
offerings for
种
the
种真
Buddhas.
品
May
做
these
功德
wondrous
消
treasures and
业世
merits
俗
purge
正
all
菩
karma
提
to allow us
唵
civilization.
达瓦达他嘎达伊达姆咕噜那那面扎那堪尼尼耶达雅密。做是皈依观想。
For
观
his
想根本
refuge,
传承上
visualize
师
our
历代
lineage
传
root
承
guru,
祖
all
师
the
这
lineage
些诸
gurus,
佛法宝
all the
僧
Buddha
宝
jewel,
结合
Dhamma
起
jewel,
来
and
成
Sangha
大
jewel
为
to
光
form
给
bright
自
white
己
light
灌
to
注。
empower us.
念此皈依咒。
Recite the refuge
南无
mantra.
格鲁贝，南无布达耶，南无达摩耶，南无整天耶。南无格鲁贝，南无布达耶，南无达摩耶，南无整天耶。南无格鲁贝，南无布达耶，南无达摩耶，南无整天耶。做比较，
Armor protection.
甘受菩萨真言七遍持咒。
Recite Vajrapani
嗡
mantra.
波利兰这里，嗡波利兰这里，嗡波利兰这里，嗡波利兰这里，嗡波利兰这里，嗡波利兰这里，嗡波利兰这里。恭诵一遍高往观世音经，
Recite Hiking
奉
Guan
行八
Yin
大
Sutra.
菩萨。南
First, the
无观
invocation
世
of the
音
eight
菩
great
萨摩诃萨，
bodhisattvas.
南无弥勒菩萨摩诃萨，南无虚空藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无普贤菩萨摩诃萨，南无金刚手菩萨摩诃萨，南无妙吉祥菩萨摩诃萨，南无除盖藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无地藏王菩萨摩诃萨，南无诸尊菩萨摩诃萨。观世音菩萨，南无佛，南无法，南无僧，佛果有缘，佛法相依，常乐我净，有缘佛法。南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大神咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大明咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无上咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无等等咒。南无净光明密佛，法藏佛，狮子吼神诸幽王佛，佛告须弥灯王佛，法护佛，金刚掌狮子游戏佛，宝胜佛，神通佛，药师琉璃光王佛， 普光功德三王佛，善主功德宝王佛，过去七佛，未来现劫千佛，1500佛，万物千佛，500花生佛，100亿金刚藏佛，定光佛，六方六佛名号，东方宝光月殿月妙尊音王佛，南方树根花王佛，西方照晚神通焰花王佛，北方月殿清净佛，上方无数精进保守佛，下方善济月音王佛，无量诸佛，多宝佛，释迦牟尼佛，弥勒佛，阿处佛，弥陀佛，中央一切众生，在佛世界中者，行诸于地上，即在虚空中。此由于一切众生各令安稳休息，昼夜修持，心常求诵此经，能灭生死苦，消除诸毒害。南无大明观世音，光明观世音，高明观世音，开明观世音，药王菩萨，药上菩萨，文殊师利菩萨，普贤菩萨，虚空藏菩萨，地藏王菩萨，清凉宝山一万菩萨，普光王如来花生菩萨，念念诵此经，七佛世尊即说咒曰：尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼呵那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真念成地，所含尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼呵那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真念成地，所含尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼呵那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真念成地，所含尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼呵那地。宾尼地摩诃迦地，真念成地，所含尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀羅尼地，尼呵那地，宾尼尼地摩诃迦地，真念成地，所含尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀羅尼地，尼呵那地。宾尼尼地摩诃迦地，真念成地，所含尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀羅尼地，尼呵那地，宾尼尼地摩诃迦地，真念成地，所含十方观世音，一切诸菩萨，是愿救众生，称名悉解脱。若有智慧者，因勤为解说。但是有因缘，读诵口不错，诵经满千遍，念念心不绝。火焰不能伤，刀兵力摧折，慧怒生欢喜，死者变成佛。莫言此事虚，诸佛不忘说。高王观世音，能救诸苦厄，临危急难中，死者变成佛。诸佛语不虚，是故应顶礼。持诵满千遍，众罪皆消灭。后福坚信者，专攻受此经，愿以此功德普及于一切。诵满1000遍，众罪皆消灭。高往观世音经中。共念7遍往生咒。
Deliverance mantra 7
times. 多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多瑟旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦弥尼迦迦那，จิตโต迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多瑟旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多。迦弥尼迦迦那，จิตโต迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多瑟旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多。迦弥尼迦迦那，จิตโต迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多瑟旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地。阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦弥尼迦迦那，จิตโต迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多瑟旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦弥尼迦迦那，จิตโต迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多瑟旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地， อามินิโตปิกานันโตแกนินีแคแคนาจิตโตแกนิโสหะนะโมอามิโตโปเยโตทาแคโตเยโตเตยะทาอามินิโตโปปิอามินิโตสตัมโปปิอามินิโตปิกานันเตอามินิโตปิกานันโตแกนินีแคแคนาจิตโตแกนิโสหะ手结莲花童子手印，观想根本上师莲花童子三光加倍，持莲花童子心咒短咒21遍。唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽。唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽，唵咕噜年生悉地吽。所结观世音菩萨莲华合掌印，先观空，念观同咒。
From the lotus mudra, first empty your mind, recite the Sunyata mantra.
唵索巴瓦สุตตะสารวะตารมะสปาวะสุตโตหัง唵索巴瓦สุตตะสารวะตารมะสปาวะสุตโตหัง
Visualize in the sky a moon disk with the white shaded silver at its center, radiating bright white light. The Sit syllable revolves to become white Kuan Yin Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, seated on a lotus throne, wearing layers of celestial garments fluttering in the breeze. She wears beautiful ornaments, looks very compassionate and majestic, radiating infinite pure light. Also visualize the 6-syllable mantra revolves around the Bodhisattva. Visualize her right hand is holding a white nectar vase, which emits a ray of pure white light shining upon us, eradicating negative karma and transforming all negativities into black smoke, expelled through the skin pores and disappearing in the thin air. Our bodies become crystal clear, transparent, pure, and we attain peace. Visualize Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva in the sky, flies to above our heads, seated on top of our heads, decreases in size until she becomes a drop of light. At the same time, our heart chakra opens to become a lotus blossom. At its center, there is a white 6-syllable she, radiating bright white light. To invoke Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva to enter into our central channel, and she reach our heart lotus in a flash, we become Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Recite Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva Heart Mantra 108 times. First perform mala visualization. Recite the mantra.
Om mani padme hum, 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 องมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคมองมานีเป็นมีคม做九节佛风入三摩地
Perform 9 cycle Buddha breathing, enter into samadhi.
加持八大本尊心咒及念佛。
Recite that mantra principally.
嗡本那么尼诃尼娑哈，嗡哈哈哈为什么耶娑哈，嗡这里这里准提娑哈，嗡真巴拉查楞查拉耶娑哈，嗡阿吽贝扎格鲁贝玛悉地吽者，嗡阿吽格鲁贝阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。 เตยะทาองเปคาเสยะเปคาเสยะมาคาเปคาเสยะราชาสมโภเทเตหิโสภามนะโม36วันยิอิเชยวันสิเทหุปะโทมิโสภาอามินะโม36วันยิอิเชยวันสิเทหุปะโทมิโสภาอามินะโม36วันยิอิเชยวันสิเทหุปะโทมิโสภาอามินะโม请大家起念请佛注释祈愿文，具得妙善神尊利益主，十方世界菩萨成数佛，大悲有情海会众菩萨，普教金刚空行前行力，世间三毒炽盛也漫漫，身心摧折轮回苦无休，圣尊悯念降生度离己，三宝于是微光普生，圆天福田所离金刚身，受戒传法灌顶此悉地，佛子提醒注释转法轮，利乐无量无际众生界。奉送常颂佛心咒108遍，回向师尊健康长寿。
Recite the longevity Buddha's mantra and dedicate the merit to the longevity of the Sri Guru.
Om Amanoni Juvendiye Soha. 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 Om Amanoni Tuentie 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 Soha. Amanoni Tuentie Soha. Om 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 Amanoni Tuentie Soha. 回向，愿同念佛者
Dedication.
同生
May all
极乐
uphold the
国，
Buddha,
上
ascend
报
the
四
realm
重
utmost
恩，
bliss,
下
supreme
济
fourfold
三
Jhana
途苦
cities，from
见
above,
佛
aiding
了
those in
生
the three
死，
realms
由
below.
佛度一
Upon
切。
seeing the
弟
Buddha,
子
may we
众等
transcend
愿
life
以
and
此
death
同
like the
修
Buddha,
功
may
德
we
回
live
向，
before.
祈愿
We
圣
dedicate the
尊
merit
佛
of
体
this
安
good
康，
practice.
长
Our
寿
Lama
自
Sri
在，
Guru, may you
常
stay
住
healthy,
世
live a
间，
long life,
永
continue
转
to stay
法
in
轮。
samsara to turn the
恭
Dhamma
请
wheel.
法王圣尊莲生活佛作
Inviting
众
the Dharma
回
King,
向。
His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sung, to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to the main deity of the group practice. Namo, the greatly compassionate and merciful Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to the main deity of the group practice tonight, the greatly merciful and compassionate Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Homage to the greatly merciful and compassionate Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. We pray to Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva to guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha land. We pray to Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva to radiate bright white light, to eradicate the participants' calamities. We pray to Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva by your pure water on your willow branch, to sprinkle the pure water upon all beings, to purify their body, speech, and mind. We pray that you eradicate our illnesses. We pray that you eradicate our karma. We pray that you eliminate our concerns, worries, and afflictions. We pray that you enhance our wisdom. We pray that you bless us with ample resources. And we pray that you bless us with harmony, love, and respect. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, so that all participants will rise to a compassionate heart, to rise to the joy and equanimous mind, and to rise to the love, respect, and harmony, and to have the thought of letting go and be equanimous. We pray to Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva by your light of kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity, to shine upon us, to purify us, to make us pure and radiant, to let us eradicate our karma, to let us live in peace and in harmony, and to make us as pure as the sages. We pray to the greatly merciful and compassionate Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva to allow our spiritual cultivation can follow the generation stages to gradually have attainments and to ultimately have the ultimate attainment. May all of our prayers be granted in perfection. To the greatly merciful and compassionate Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, gods in heaven, gods on earth, may be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us, let all disasters turn into dust. We pray that you bless us so that our karma disappear, calamities disappear, enemies and enmities vanish.
One.
Recite 100 syllable mantra 3 times.
Sawa karma sutame chittamu siriran guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mancha pecapawa Mahasamaya sato ahom pe om peca sato samaya manupanaya Peca sato tenu padi cha zezo me bawa soto kayu me bawa sopo kayu me bawa Anurato me bawa sawa sidi me buraya cha sawa karma sutame chittamu siriran guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mancha peca bawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om peca sato samaya manupanaya Peca sato tenu padi cha zezo me bawa soto kayu me bawa sopo kayu me bawa anurato me bawa sawa sidi me buraya cha sawa karma sutame chittamu siriran guru hum ha 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 Bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mancha peca bawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承
Great homage using visualization for student guru and all Buddhas.
观想顶礼，
Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra, second to all bodhisattvas.
观想
Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra, third to all herukas and dharma protectors.
观想
Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra, fourth head bow.
念圆满咒
Recite completion mantra.
Om Brim Om Brim Om Mani Padme Hum 让我们以热烈的掌声感谢根本
Now let's give a round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to our listening Guru for blessing this group practice.
请大家恭敬合掌
Now the offering of Hatha, let us all join our palms with greatest reverence, and we would like to invite the Vajra Master Sibizhen as the resident master of the Seattle temple to present the offering of Hatha as a symbol of the highest honor to the lineage Guru.
Now,
let us all join our palms with the greatest reverence, and together we are inviting our lineage Guru to bestow the precious Dharma teaching. First, let's pay homage to the lineage Gurus. Homage to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsongkhong Dusong Rinpoche. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dubden Dorje. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the group practice this evening, the greatly merciful and compassionate Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Sumu Tanjan Kacho, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, all disciples present here and over the internet. Our participating VIPs tonight are Madam to Ambassador Daniel Liao, the rep from Republic of China to Sweden and Norway, Dharma Sister Judy, accountant to Buddha Foundation, Dharma Sister Teresa, Dr. Ryan Zhuang, the rep to a council from Taipei City, Ms. Hui Ling. Good evening, everybody. How do you do? Today, we had the group practice of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva's emanations are innumerable, countless, very many. In the past, we have said that every household there's Amitabha, and in every family there's Kuan Yin or Avalokitesvara. So every family typically would worship Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. So in Buddhism, there is one Buddha, Amitabha Buddha, and every ordained Sangha member, when they meet each other, they would join their palms and say Amitabha. And there are many bhikkhuni, the nuns, would also say Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And one time when I was in Taipei, I met a bhikkhuni and I joined my palms to her and said Amitabha. And she replied to me, Kuan Yin, Kuan Si Yin Bodhisattva, which is Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. But there was no rule that the man or the monks would say Amitabha and the woman or the nuns would say Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. There was no such rule. As we all know, in Taiwan, in Taiwanese we would say Kanon Sara. And in like a shrine, a Kuan Avalokitesvara shrine, and in each family, at each Buddhist family, they would have this Kanon Sara in Taiwan, and it's rarely in other countries. There would be Kuan Yin at the center, and then there's the San Cai, male, and Liang Ni, girl, and then the peace bird. And there are many kinds of Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin shrine. There's one kind where at the center, Kuan Yin, and then on her two sides, San Cai and Liang Ni, and then the peace bird. And there's another kind. To her right, there would be, or left or right, and then next to Guan Gong is Guan Ping and Zhou Chang, and also Ma Zhu. So, and then next to him there will be the far hearing and far seeing. So, Kanon Sara means like the picture of a Kuan Yin shrine, and there would be the Kuan Yin with San Cai and Liang Ni on her two sides, And there's the peace bird that would be holding a chanting bead. We often see this when we were young. We would say that in each Buddhist household, they would enshrine Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. And she has the most emanations or transformation bodies, countless of them. When we started to become Buddhists, before I started to learn Tantric Buddhism, the Universal Gate Sutra of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, it mentioned many emanations or transformations of Kuan Yin. From the Zheng Fa Ming Tathagata, the Tathagata of the proper Dharma radiance. And after reading this Universal Gate Sutra, you would know that Kuan Yin Bodhisattva has really innumerable emanations. So she would emanate as the kind of person you are. So she has the most emanations. In the Universal Gate Sutra, you would know after reading it. She would manifest as whatever you are, sometimes as a human being, to deliver you. And after I started Tantric Buddhism, there are also many emanations of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. Like the green Tara is an emanation from Kuan Yin's tear, and the white Tara too is an emanation of Kuan Yin's tear. In Tantric Buddhism, it's said that Kuan Yin Bodhisattva dropped 2 tears, one to become green Tara, the other one to become white Tara. And the look of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, there are 32 physical bodies, not only 32, actually there are countless of them. Hers are the most. And the faith in Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva are also countless. Including in the human world, the faith and religion in the world and there is a belief where Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva's clothes, like a celestial garment. Here we rarely see that, but in Taiwan there are Kuan Yin Bodhisattvas that would wear like a robe. So it's like a divine robe. And on the shrine, almost each family would enshrine Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. And she also manifested so many, like the celestial goddess Mahatsu was also Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva's emanation. So her Dhamma power is limitless. If you gain spiritual union with Kuan Yin, then you are in spiritual union with every deity. Because in terms of Amitabha Buddha, the 2 closest attendants are Avalokitesvara Kuan Yin Bodhisattva and Mahastama Prapta Bodhisattva. So if you gain spiritual union with Kuan Yin, Avalokitesvara, of course you're in union with Amitabha Buddha and also Mahastama Prapta Bodhisattva. So when we chant Amitabha Buddha, we would also chant Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva and Mahastama Prapta Bodhisattva. We want to chant both of them. And she or he was the Tathagata of the proper Dharma radiance of the past, who emanated as Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva due to his compassion. So he let go of his Buddha's body to become a Bodhisattva's body to deliver sentient beings. And there are many physical emanations as well, like the wish-fulfilling Kuan Yin and the Aolong Kuan Yin, who's riding on an Aolong, which is like a legendary animal, or the dragon riding Kuan Yin. Aolong is a kind of fierce fish. So after Kuan Yin subjugated the Aolong fish, then she became the Aolong Kuan Yin. And there's Yilan Kuan Yin. And also the Kuan Yin of the South Sea from the Mount Puto. From the Buddhaloka mountain in China. And her Pure Lands also numerous. The Yuan Tong Pure Land, South Sea Pure Land, the Mount Puto Roka was also the South Sea Pure Land in the Zhejiang province of the Puto Mountain. In mainland China, there are 4 Buddhist Pure Lands. The first one is Mount Wutai, the Pure Land of Manjushri Bodhisattva. Second is Mount Ermei in Sichuan province, and Mount Wutai in Shanxi province. Mount Ermei belongs to Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. Mount Jiuhua in Anhui province, the Pure Land of Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. And Mount Puto in Zhejiang province is Avalokitesvara Pure Land. Of the 8 great bodhisattvas, according to the Huayan or Avatamsaka tradition, there would be Sakyamuni Buddha, Manjushri Bodhisattva, and Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. So Manjushri and Samantabhadra are the Dharma princes, and in the Pure Land Trinity, there would be Amitabha Buddha, Avalokitesvara, and Mahastama Prapta. So Mahastama Prapta Bodhisattva and Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva are Dharma princes. And in Tantric Buddhism, in the 3 reliances, the 3 main reliances of Tantric Buddhism, there would be the 4-armed Avalokitesvara, Chenrezig, Manjushri Bodhisattva, and Vajrapani Bodhisattva. The 4-armed Avalokitesvara is the Dharma Prince. He's a Dharma Prince. So in Tantric Buddhism too, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva is very precious. It's very cherished. And Vajrasattva is the Dharma Prince of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas. However, the Vajrapani of Vajrasattva represents Dharma power. And Manjushri Bodhisattva represents wisdom. And the forearm Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva represents compassion. So they are the tantric three main reliances, the three Dharma princes. So Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva will fulfill or will appear and fulfill your wishes whenever you ask. So always ride in the ship that delivers sentient beings. So Avalokitesvara is truly great. Like in the journey to the west, the monk Tang Sansang, the monkey king, the precept pig, and then the Sa Jing, and they went to the west to get the sutras. Every time they encounter difficulties, who saved them? Always the Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Always Guan Yin Bodhisattva. And how about the biography of Jigong, the living Buddha, Jigong? He always chanted Om Mani Padme Hum. So in Jigong's biography, always Om Mani Padme Hum. So the whole Tibet is the spiritual center of Avalokitesvara or Chenrezig's. And they're all emanations of Chenrezig, like Dalai Lama. Karmapa, also an emanation of Chenrezig. So the higher spiritual leaders of Tantric or Tibetan Buddhism are emanations of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And the whole Tibet is the Pure Land of Chenrezig, the four-arm Avalokitesvara. So there's no more to say about Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Of the 8 great Bodhisattvas, he's the eldest. He's the biggest. He's the one who delivers sentient beings the most, because Guan Yin is the most compassionate towards sentient beings. So, first and foremost in compassion. So he or she is a truly great Bodhisattva. So in practicing Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, we would chant the Om Mani Padme Hum. And in the Dharmadhatu and Vajradhatu Mandala, in the Guan Yin quarter, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva would appear the most. Her emanations also the most. So we chant her mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. And Avalokitesvara has many mudras, not just one. And she follows Amitabha Buddha. She belongs to the lotus division. So you use lotus as her mudra. Actually, she has many mudras. This is the lotus bud, the half-open lotus, the half-open lotus, and the fully open lotus. This is the half-open lotus, and the fully open lotus. Typically, Green Tara holds 3 lotuses, one in full bloom, the second one half bloom, and one is in bud, still closed. When I started my Buddhist study, I started with the white robe Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, and I would recite the Kuan Yin's divine mantra, the Master Kuan Yin's mantra. Anybody that can chant that? Anybody that can chant? Nobody? Oh, you know how to chant that. You're like Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. Her face shows the look of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. Who's your yidam? Avalokitesvara, Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. Please stand up and show your face to everybody. You look a little bit like Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva's face. So, in the beginning, I also chanted the white robe Kuan Yin Bodhisattva's mantra, divine mantra. I did a lot. And then later on, I recited the Great Compassion Dharani. And the 1,000 eyes, 1,000 arms, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, the 11th face, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And the Mahakaruna Dharani includes lots of things. So that's called the Kuan Yin's transformations. All kinds of transformations appear in the 1,000 eyes, 1,000 arms Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And her or his Mahakaruna Dharani is extremely. And they are the 11 face, 11 heads, to symbolize that he is the 11th level Bodhisattva. Bodhisattvahood started from the 1st to the 10th ground, and the 10th ground, it's called the Fa Yin ground. And the first one is the joy ground, joyful ground. And then the 10th ground, so it's called awaiting full enlightenment, almost Buddhahood. But the 1,000 eyes, 1,000 arms, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva is the 11th ground. So that's the marvelous awakening or realization, and that's the Buddhahood. And the 10th one is the awaiting the full realization. So like in our study, I'm like standby. So if someone don't go, then I would be next. So that's called awaiting the full realization. So then that would become the marvelous realization, and that's the same as Buddhahood. So the 1,000 eyes, 1,000 arms, Avalokitesvara is the same as the Buddha. So with the mudra, mantra, and the appearance or look. So Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva are numerous, and they are also the most responsive. They would appear wherever and whenever you pray to her. When I chanted, I would say, you also chanted the Universal Gate Sutra of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. Anybody? So for the nuns and bhikkhunis, do you chant it when you recite? If you do, please raise your hands. Nobody? How come? Many shift heads, many people recite, especially the ladies here, but how come the shift heads don't? My mother would recite it every single day. That's her homework. And at the end of the Universal Gate Sutra, there's a verse. You know, when I learn my chanting, there are many different versions. Right? There's that verse. I could chant it in the past. So you chant it like that. It sounds very nice. I would chant it from beginning to end, but if I do it, that would be dinner time. But if I just read it, it would be a lot faster. So Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva is truly great. I highly respect her. At my table in the consultation room, at the center there's a Golden Mother, and then around her all Avalokitesvara Bodhisattvas. And I would ring 5 bells. The first one is to invoke Golden Mother. The second ring of the bells, I would invite all the Kuan Yins. On the spiritual consultation table, they're all Kuan Yins. And then I would invoke all the goddesses, and then invoke all the deities, and lastly, Akalanata, Akala. So my shrine at the spiritual consultation table, we could say that that's the shrine of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattvas and Golden Mother as the main deity, and also with the 4 goddesses. That's all. So I highly respect Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. So today, let's continue. How come it talks about base empowerment again? Actually, The Samaya, let me tell you what is the true Samaya. What is Samaya? That's Dharma. So the Dharma that Grandmaster is talking about is really boundless, very broad. So Samaya includes very broad area, including the preliminary or fundamental practices at the beginning of your spiritual practice. And then there are also Samaya during the merits accumulation path. And then in the seeing of the path, there are also Samayas. And in the practicing of the path, there are also Samayas. And then in the ultimate two, there are Samayas, including the Dharma, the resources, desire, there are Samayas. Including desire too, there are Samayas. And in our daily lives, there are Samaya. It's very broad. There are Samaya action and Samaya body. Like Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva that we practice today, because of the compassion and mostly for purification, so you have to wear white. I was going to wear red because I had been wearing that red robe. However, say for empowerments, if you want to give empowerment to disciples, you have to wear the crown in order to confer the empowerment. There are rules. If you're not wearing any Dharma crown, because when you wear your crown, you represent the 5 Dhyani Buddhas. But if you don't wear crowns, unless you already have body mandala through your spiritual cultivation, that at the brow point there is my Vairocana Buddha, at the throat chakra there is Amitabha Buddha, at your heart there is Akshobha Buddha, and your navel is the Ratnasambhava Buddha, and your secret chakra is the Amoghasiddhi Buddha. And after you practice to have the body mandala, and you already has fruition with the Samaya, then you can give empowerment. But if you don't, and then you don't wear the 5 Buddha crown, then you break the Samaya. If a monk or a nun is wearing the ordinary clothes walking on the road, then you're breaking the Samaya. You're breaching the Samaya. So your connection with the Guru, Yidam, and Protector, that's called the Samaya. That's the Samaya for all tantric practitioners. If you abandon your root Guru and you take refuge in another Guru and then follow in that new Guru, then you don't have this Samaya anymore. You create a new Samaya with that new Guru. That's how it is. That's the relationship, the triangular relationship. So there's the 3 poles. That's the Samaya of the body, Samaya of the speech, Samaya of the body, speech and mind. So this is very deep and profound. So becoming a Buddhist, you have to abide by the 5 precepts: not to kill, not to lie, not to adulterate, not to steal, and not to lie, and not to drink. So if you drink alcohol, then you break your samaya. But you can say, because the alcohol is for medicinal purpose, then it's okay. Say, if you take a little bit of a tonic alcohol every night, is it okay? That's okay. But if you drink non-medicinal alcohol, then you're not allowed. Like if you kill in America or the North America or South America, and if you open restaurants, then you have to kill. What should you do? Then there's a way to make it up. So if you a tantrika, you can chant the deliverance mantra. Like as a tantrika, we have to make offering before we eat. And second, and you have to blow a breath toward your food, and you have to chant mantra, and you have to form the mudra. So mudra, mantra, visualization, and all these 3 before you can eat. Of course, no need for vegetables, but you have to make offering too. And when you eat fish, you have to fish, meat, beans, eggs. You have to make offering of all of them. And you have to form mudra, you have to recite mantra, and you have to visualize. These are all samayas. So samaya body, samaya action, and etc., etc. So I like to explain what samaya is. Your guru, your yidam, your protector, you cannot leave them behind. So if you have relied on this guru, someone asked, but how come Grandmaster has 4 gurus? But I did not abandon any of them. Like the first one that Grandmaster took refuge in was the Venerable Mang Liao Ming, and then the Zhong Rinpoche, and then His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and lastly Master Thupten Dorje. I took refuge in 4 lineage gurus, in 4 gurus. Did I abandon any of them? No. And every time when I do my Dharma practice, I would hold my 4 gurus on top of my crown. You need to know to do this. If you want to take refuge in another guru and you abandon Grandmaster Lu, it's okay if you just leave. But if you don't abandon me, and you want to study another kind of Dharma from another guru, it's okay. However, you have to hold 2 gurus on top of your head every time. there would be 2 gurus. But Grandmaster is holding 4 gurus in the Tantric Buddhism. And in the Mahayana Buddhism, I have 3 gurus, 3 precept gurus. In Mahayana Buddhism, I took refuge in the Venerable Elder In Xun, Le Guo, the Venerable Le Guo, and the Venerable Tao An. These 3 are my refuge gurus in Mahayana Buddhism, and there are 3 other precept gurus. Say, when I made the Bodhisattva vows with these 3 marks, there are 3 gurus. The Venerable Elder Hui San, the Venerable Elder Xuan Tun, and the Venerable Elder Jie Guang is from Hong Kong. He's from Hong Kong. And the Venerable Elder Le Guo was also from Hong Kong. So in Mahayana Buddhism, I had 3 refuge gurus and 3 precept gurus. And in Tantric Buddhism, I have 4 refuge gurus. They are my own gurus. I have to remember. You cannot forget their Dharma names. Otherwise, how could they be your refuge gurus? So this is Samaya. There are many Samayas. So this is talking about the Samayas of vase empowerment. There are Samaya related to empowerments. Let me talk about vase empowerment. So the wisdom deity in the sky enters into the deity on the altar. Say, if you want an empowerment of Guru Padmasambhava, the Guru has to invoke Guru Padmasambhava first and practice Guru Padmasambhava's Dharma, sadhana. And you use the procedure or sadhana to invoke Guru Padmasambhava, who descended upon the altar, and then you take the empowerment vase and you have to invoke Guru Padmasambhava to enter into the empowerment vase. So inside this empowerment vase, there is Guru Padmasambhava inside. And Guru Padmasambhava emitted his light and brightness through his skin pores to exude his Dhamma power and merge with this water. And then the Guru would take this empowerment vase to give empowerment to people. So there's a chain here. The Guru Padmasambhava in the sky descends upon the Guru Padmasambhava on the altar, who enters into the Guru Padmasambhava inside the empowerment vase. And then the Guru takes the empowerment vase and gives empowerment. So this is the samaya of empowerment, and you cannot miss anything from it. If the wisdom deity does not descend upon the altar and you give the empowerment, then you're breaking the samaya. And the wisdom deity on the altar does not go inside the empowerment vase, and yet you give empowerment, then you break the samaya. And when the vase does not include the Dhamma power of the deity, then you're also breaking the samaya. So empowerment is not so haphazard. It's not just as you like. You thought that Grandmasters just take the empowerment vase like this and place it in front of the forehead. No, I have to visualize that Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva finally enters into the vase and emitting his radiance and Dharma power, which we can say his Dharma nature into this water in order to give the empowerment. in order, and then you're not breaking the samaya. Otherwise, you're breaking the samaya. The rule is very strict, very stringent. Now you know the meaning of this. Oh, you need an empowerment? And you just say, okay, let's get some water. Okay, it's full. Okay, let me drop some water on you. No, that's called the empowerment of the tap water. One time I traveled to some other country, and we had dinner, and I went to the bathroom to relieve myself, and I heard someone sound on the ground, and I was going to pee, and someone was kneeling next to me, and it was wet on the ground. And I asked him, what are you doing? And then he said, oh, I want an empowerment from you. And I had nothing on my hands. So I asked him, you want a urine empowerment? That's, empowerment is not like that. There is a ritual to an empowerment. First, you have to invoke the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. How could I invoke the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas to the toilet? And how about your offerings? You don't have any offerings. And then he said, but I have a red envelope. The red envelope is for the Guru. In order to invoke the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, you have to have offering in order to invoke them down. And offerings for each deity are different. Say, if you want an empowerment of a Heruka or Vajra practice, you have to offer wine, alcohol, and raw meat. You have to have those. And other offerings. Alcohol, raw meat for a Heruka. Like say, for the elephant head Ganapati or Rajambala, you need to make an offering of a banana. And you cannot just offer one banana. It's not enough for him. So you have to follow the rules. And this is called samaya. So the samaya of the basic position is for the generation stage. And what is that? It's the mundane ground. And that has form. But completion stage is formless. And samaya of latter attainment is for the three kaya or three bodies. In a human being, there are three natures of bodies. One belongs to the space or to the cosmos, the original one. And then the physical body. And then the mental or spiritual body. And the original or the inner body. And samaya of food and drink for the pills of the 5 meats and 5 nectars. What are the 5 meats, do you know? Of course, nowadays we don't use them anymore. It's impossible to get them. One of them is horse meat. How could you get horse meat nowadays? Of course, in Tibet you have it. So 5 meats and 5 nectars are their rules. And 5 kinds of nectar pills. And samaya of guarding is for 22 samaya of the basic divisions. And samaya of non-abandonment. As a Vajra master, you cannot abandon Vajra bell and Vajra scepter. Samaya of non-abandonment. You cannot leave behind any Vajra bell and scepter. Vajra bell and Vajra scepter. You have to bring your own Vajra bell and Vajra scepter wherever you go, propagating Buddha Dharma anywhere. You know, let me tell you something simple. Om Buranchali, a mantra, Vajrapani, Pani, Om Bodhi, Pani is Vajrapani, the mantra. And Vajrapani's mudra is this. But I teach everyone just to use the Vajra club's mudra. That's fine too. But the mudra of pony is like this. And do you look? Yeah, you have to hook these fingers. So this is the mudra of Vajrapani. The ring fingers are interlacing each other, and then like this. This is the mudra for Vajrapani, Vajra hand Bodhisattva, and also this Vajra claps. So he has mudras, visualization. One hand is holding a Vajra scepter, and this one is holding the Vajra lasso, and with the Vajra look. And the leg positions is in the bow and arrow position. So the samaya of guarding. These three. Someone wants to lose weight and asks the doctor, and the doctor said, oh, you want to lose weight? In the morning, just eat one boiled egg, and for lunch, one steamed bun, and for dinner, half a bun, and then you would lose weight. And this person asked the doctor, is it before or after meal? And the doctor replied, get out of here. You can leave now. So he asked for breakfast, one boiled egg and a bun for lunch and half a bun for dinner. And yet he asked, is that before or after meals? So that's the samaya of losing weight. You have to follow the rules, then you would lose weight. Like Master Hui Jun. Where is he? Right here. He often is on diet, and he said that, and only his face loses weight, but not his body. Why? Because she loves to snack. Whenever he reads books or look at the computers, then he would pop things into her mouth. She would pop things into her mouth. Of course, she would be chubby. So her head is small, but look at her behind. You have to lose weight, do you know? Let me tell you, you don't look good if you're so fat, really. You know, someone likes to sing for New Year. It's good to celebrate New Year if I have a wife, whether I have money or not. And he's saying it over and over, and someone a chubby lady went next to this gentleman and said, "Okay, let me marry you." And when the man looked at her from top to bottom and bottom to top, and then he said, "Oh, I'm not celebrating New Year this year." That's why it's good to be slim. That would be different. Look at Simu. Her face is white, but she has maintained a good figure. Today is a holiday, and we got on a boat with friends, and the captain of the boat or ship distributed a piece of bread to everybody, and he almost ate the whole piece of bread, and then the captain told him that, hey, the bread is to feed the fish. Hui Jin is like that. Let me tell you, there's someone who went to Master Moku for fortune telling. And after but he didn't say anything, so they asked, what is going on? Can't you tell me what's going on? And the master was trying to basically tell fortune based on bones. But I cannot feel any bones on you, all just fat. So how come they're all about overweight? One day, Xiaoming asked the fat girl, anybody has ever told you you're beautiful? Sure, it's my mom and my grandpa. And then Xiaoming asked again, did anybody ever court you? Yes. Yes. The wild dogs chase after. And then Xiaoming asked the fat girl, anybody ever whistle at you? Did anybody ever whistle at you? And the fat girl replied, yes. It's the traffic officer. So that's why it's not good to be fat. So please remember to lose some weight. Is Grandmaster fat? No. Good thing. Thank you. My friend has a very smelly feet. the boils on it, and the fungus snail, and atlas feet, and boils on the skin. It's really horrible. And then one day, his feet was being bitten by a poisonous snake. and the snake was poisoned and had to be safe for 6 hours before the snake could continue to live. So there's samaya in here. So I remember there was a master who gave an empowerment, and he asked everybody to buy a bottled water, right? So everybody would buy a bottle of water when they got in. And then he would teach you to say a certain mantra, to visualize something, and then pour the water on top of your own head. And that's called empowerment. But according to the tantric dharma, that's not allowed. According to samaya, that's not allowed. But if this master could invoke the deities from the sky and to enter into the bottled water, and then you get the bottled water onto your own head, then that's considered empowerment. So in the future, if you want an empowerment, you can get tap water, and then we invoke the deity to enter into this hose, water hose, and you can just sit there, and then I could spray water and everybody gets all the empowerment. So samaya is like this, compliance to the Dharma law. That's samaya. If you don't comply to the Dharma law, that means you breach or you break the samaya. There was a master in America, and he made the rule that the Mahayana Buddhist monks have to wear the 3 robes. So the inner robe, the outer robe, and then the kasaya robe or the precept robe. So in Mahayana Buddhism, we have such a rule. But for the Tantric Buddhists, monks and nuns could just wear the Lama outfit, and we don't ask you to wear any precept robe, and it is okay in our True Buddha school. So it is compliance with the Dharma law in our True Buddha school. But if you wear lay clothes, that is breaching the samaya. Then that would be non-compliance with the Dharma. And the husband asked the wife, if we both die and we fell to hell, what should we do? And the husband told the wife, then I would pray to God so that only I fall to hell and you don't. And then, oh, that's very nice of you. But then the husband replied, but if we both in hell, then that would be a real hell. So let me tell you that marriage is really a scary thing. a husband and wife are sleeping, and the husband all of a sudden cried really hard in his dream, and the wife woke him up and asked him, "Why are you crying?" And he said, "Oh, I dreamt that I was getting married." And the wife said, "But why? That's a good thing. Why did you cry?" "Because when I opened the veil, I found out that it was you again." That's horrible. That's really quite scary. Grandmaster, you know, I don't have any mark on my body, no tattoo. And in the future, I want to find a tattooer who would give tattoo to Grandmaster on my chest, like absolutely not to get married. Absolutely never to get married. So that when I'm reincarnated, there would be mark never to get married, and to warn myself. Even that I grow up, it's still there if I'm born in the human world again. But frankly speaking, Simu truly helped me a lot. So, you know, the marriage certificate is a kind of samaya. First is the man, and then the woman, and then the marriage. So, if you're registered at court, then there's the law, and then the husband and the wife. And there would be the marriage samaya. Then you cannot be separated. But nowadays there are many who are divorced. That's why I often say, okay, let me say it right. In the past, I often say, if you marry a good wife, then you should have more good wives. But if you marry a really bad wife, then one is enough, more than enough. But Simu is an exception. Simu is very good, excellent. And she has helped Grandmaster to build half of our career. She's really incredible. So Grandmaster always remembered this and never abandoned her. And I will accompany her to old age. So I can say that she is my yidam of the human world or of the Saha world. Not the wisdom deity in the sky or not the wisdom deity at the altar or mandala. She's someone that I respect. Simu. So marriage is samaya.
真的，一般人结婚啊，要守这个三昧啊，很困难。
See, for the common people, the married people, it's difficult to maintain the samaya. Omani Bemihon.
非常感谢根本上师宝贵的法语开示，请唱诵组准备。
We are very grateful to His Holiness Precious Dharma teaching. Please, tomorrow, June 30th, Sunday at 3 p.m., His Holiness will be at the Rainbow Temple to preside over Manohara Homa fire offering ceremony and confer the corresponding empowerments. And there is a direct webcast in both Chinese and English. For details, you can check the tbsn.org. And before the Homa, at 1:30 to 2:10, there would be the book reading of His Holiness and will be led by the resident master of Seattle Temple, Vajra Master Lian Wang. And he would be talking on the Siddhigarbha Sutra as spoken by Living Buddha Lian Sheng. And we are also webcast in both Chinese and English. And our annual Bardu deliverance ceremony will be held on August 24th, 2019, Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Medenbauer Center in Bellevue. And His Holiness will be transmitting the Dharma practice and the Dharma teaching of Milarepa. And the sponsorship registration this year will again be submitted directly to Seng Yandu Foundation. And for details, you can check the sylfoundation.org. For $888, you can join.
世界真佛宗2019年秋季研习联谊暨联谊会即将于8月26日、8月27日在美国彩虹内藏寺揭开序幕。中委会热情邀请各界法师、
on August 26 and 27,
文思修的精进行列。
organized by True Buddha Foundation at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington. There would be the conference for all the Dharma propagators. And for details, you can check the tbsn.org. Now we'll be incanting Buddha Amitabha.
阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛。
请新皈依者到坛城前长跪，恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛为新皈依者做皈依灌顶。
If you would like to take refuge in His Holiness and follow the spiritual cultivation of True Buddha School, you may come forward to the center of the temple and personally receive the refuge initiation from our lineage root guru. If you're not present in person and would like to take refuge, you may also send a letter to True Buddha Foundation requesting for a remote empowerment.
恭请圣尊加持大悲咒水即为佛像开光。
Inviting His Holiness to bless the great compassion holy water and to consecrate Buddha images.
嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽，咕噜莲僧悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽，咕噜莲僧悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽，咕噜莲僧悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽，嗡咕噜莲僧悉地吽。 悉地吽，咕噜连声悉地吽。
顶礼传承做大礼
Please
拜，
stand
礼
up
拜根
and
本
pay
传承
homage.
上师
This ends the English interpretation today. Thank you.
吽。二拜诸菩萨，嗡啊吽。三拜诸护法金刚，嗡啊吽。四平等一起手。同修会圆满吉祥结束了，感谢根本传承上师的大加持，感谢师母仁波切诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教贵宾、同门善信大德的护持，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing. 等一下师尊会给大家摸顶，好，请大家排成2排。